Well, no tattoo for Uncle Lou. That's no surprise, is it? Nobody thought Tennessee was winning this game. Come on. But for what, 43 to 14? Let me see. 43 to 14. Hold on. 24, 34. Yep, Georgia covered without a problem. Listen, shout out to Tennessee for the first quarter. I'll be honest with you. Tennessee came out to start this game and looked more motivated and more prepared to play in the first quarter than Georgia did, without question. So hats off to Tennessee for that. They've had a terrible year by any standard, and it would have been easy for them to mail this in, and they didn't. They came out ready to play in the first quarter. Unfortunately, talent just took over in this game. Kirby made some defensive adjustments at halftime that shut Marr down in the second half. You guys, if you watched the game, I'm sure you saw the graphic, but he started something like 10 of 17, and then in the second half he was like 1 for 8 or however that was. So, and again, the Georgia talent on both sides of the ball just took over this game in the second half. Shout out to Jake Fromm. I thought Fromm had a great game today. Almost 300 passing. Ran the ball pretty good. What did Herring have? 8 yards a carry? Wow. Swift, another good game. He didn't get 100, but another good game there. Zeus ran the ball hard. So, again, all three of those running backs putting up good numbers today. Thought Cager obviously had a great game. D-Rob with a great sort of corner route, deep ball catch there. A good game all around. Way too many penalties in this game for both teams. And to be honest with you, I blame a lot of that on these referees. Were these referees terrible or what? I'm sure I can get Tennessee fans to agree with me on that. I know we might not agree on a lot, but Jesus, these referees, these were B-League referees, weren't they? Somebody in the live stream I was doing over on the Patreon page, somebody made the comment that these referees must be getting paid by the flag. It was bad. How about when they called targeting on 2 plays in a row and both of them were overturned? I'm like, man, what is going on? Were there 10 pass interference penalties in this game? I think so. It was just a poorly officiated game. Not for or against any one team either. I don't think. I just think I just think these officials were bad. I just think they were terrible. Way too flag happy. Anyway. Georgia wins again. I'm not going to do a whole lot of gloating here about winning. I think everyone expected a pretty similar score to what we ended up with. What was the final? 43 to 14. I predicted 48 to 16, so I wasn't that far off. The first quarter irritated me for obvious reasons. Marr looked great, was lighting up our secondary there in the first quarter. So hats off to Tennessee for that. Like I said, it would have been easy for Tennessee just to mail this game in, and they didn't do that. They came out, they gave it everything they had, and in the first quarter it was a competitive game, but after that, it just got away from you. I think the talent just took over. You know what the weakest link on Georgia's team is? Kirby Smart. He's too hard-headed. And he's way too conservative. And not a whole lot of killer instinct. And you would think after the way Georgia's season has ended the last 2 years, that maybe he would have spent this offseason introspectively saying, what maybe do I need to do different, or how can I change my approach? And he just hasn't. It's just more the same. No killer instinct in the second half, settling for field goals, which is great against teams like Vanderbilt, which I want to remind everyone watching, we didn't score a single touchdown against Vanderbilt in the second half. And no, it's not a thing where we've had to force string in. Starters were playing the whole game. We couldn't manage a touchdown in the second half against Vandy. No killer instinct. Come out here in this game, settling for field goals when you should be putting the game away, scoring touchdowns. The draw plays on anything 3rd and 6 or longer. The first one, maybe you can convince me that the first one made sense. I think it was 3rd 21 in the first half. We ran a draw. I just hate it. It's just a give up play. But in the second half, we're in field goal range. It's like 3rd and 7. we run a draw up the middle, and of course we don't get it, and they trot hot rod out to kick yet another field goal. But the thing is, you were already in field goal range. Why not take a shot? Why not throw the ball? If you don't get it, you're still in field goal range. It's just the conservative mindset is just, it's just mind-boggling. And people, you know, you're going to see the Disney dogs in the comment section telling me to shut up because we won 43-14. I'll say it again. I'm not concerned about the score against Vandy or the score against Tennessee. I'm worried about Kirby Smart getting this team prepared week in and week out for what's to come later, the first Saturday in December. I don't want Georgia's season to end the same way it's ended the last 2 years, which is failure to finish games in the second half. And look, we pulled away from Tennessee in the second half. So, but again, it seems to me a little too conservative. But good win for Georgia. Again, hats off to Tennessee. I was really impressed with Tennessee in the first quarter. I don't know how much nicer or how much more credit or whatever I could possibly give to Tennessee than what I'm trying to give right now. I was very impressed with what they did in the first quarter, okay? So, anyway. But let me end with this, though. Tennessee defensive back, Bryce Thomson. You're human garbage, sir. Okay? I try real hard not to do this in these videos, so let me just click off now if you don't want to hear this, okay? You're a piece of shit, buddy. Okay? I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, Bryce Thomson. I don't have any use for you. You're a worthless human being. And what's worse, you always will be. People like you don't change. People like you don't change. You should have been given a one-way bus ticket, just like Jeremy Banks was, in my opinion. I thought Ben should have been gone a while ago, and you're out here swinging on people because you're aggravated and frustrated, taking swings at people. And of course, that didn't get called. It was the retaliation that got called, but I'm not even mad about that. It's always the second guy that gets called. But, sir, you're just a piece of shit. You're just human garbage. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't. I've got no use for you. You're a worthless human being, and you always will be. Period. Period. I'm willing to bet right now you don't graduate from Tennessee or anywhere else. I'm just willing to bet. You don't have what it takes. You just don't. You're just a sorry excuse for a human being. Now, I hope somebody gets a hold of you one day, too. Of the male variety. It's all fun and games to, you know, yell at women. It makes you a tough guy, don't it? It makes you real tough, don't it? Piece of fucking shit.